Making the news this morning, Anambra State House of Assembly suspends lawmaker over unparliamentary conduct. The Anambra urged to re-elect Soludo to consolidate state achievements. Federal government wants imminent flooding in 9 northern states. Protests sweep Israel after deadly strikes on Gaza hospital. Know that security is here to stay in Anambra State. In the Anambra, remember, security is everyone's business, and for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra State, let us join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something. Report unscrupulous elements to the security operatives for better security of lives and property. Remember, the emergency numbers to call are 5111 and 0800-2200-008. Good morning and welcome to ABS News, Breakfast News. My name is Ajuluchukwu Okabwe. Anambra State House of Assembly has suspended the member representing Ayamelu constituency, Honorable Bernard Udemezue, for 3 months without pay over what was described as unparliamentary conduct. The suspension followed the consideration of a report presented by the House Committee on Rules, Business and Ethics and Privileges, chaired by the majority leader and member representing Ekusigo constituency, Sir Ikena Ofodeme. Emmanuel Chibata now reports.
As part of the resolutions, Honorable Demezue was directed to tender a public apology to the Speaker, Right Honorable Somtochukwu Udeze, and members of the 8th Assembly within 5 working days through his official social media platforms. The Assembly also urged the Commissioner of Police and the Director of the Department of State Security Service to immediately commence investigations into allegations linking the Anambra State government to the kidnap and subsequent murder of late Honorable Justice Azoka, as well as an alleged impeachment plot. In addition to the suspension, the Ayamelum lawmaker is mandated to undergo special training sessions and workshops on parliamentary ethics, practices, and duties, adding that the suspension could be reviewed if he fails to comply with its resolution or if such conduct continues. The Assembly further cautioned members to strictly adhere to the standing orders of the House and to conduct themselves properly, especially in public places, stressing that social media platforms cannot be considered appropriate channels for legislative business.
The decision of the House is very clear. We have called the security agency. We are not holding them that they will not further investigate the matter. Whatever information they need to get from him as regards to those who are involved in the plot and plan of the impeachment process, which actually was from his submission, what brought late Honorable Justice Doka.
From the State House of Assembly, Emmanuel Chibata for ABS News.
The Anambra have been called upon to give overwhelming support to the re-election of Governor Chukwuma Soludo to enable him consolidate the milestones already achieved and fully realize his vision for the state. Speaking in Oka, the immediate past Vice President General of Ohaneze Ndigbo Worldwide, Chief Damien Okeke Ogene, commended previous administrations for their contributions to Anambra's development since its creation in 1991. According to Chief Okeke Ogene, the administration's achievements include the dualization of major roads, transformation of the health and education sectors, creation of massive employment opportunities, youth empowerment initiatives, and the revitalization of the neglected areas such as Okpoko and Obo family communities. He also called for rigorous monitoring and supervision of security operatives to prevent abuses and ensure that law enforcement remains professional and accountable. Chief Ogene Okeke concluded by appealing to Anambra to rally behind Governor Soludo's re-election bid as a means of sustaining the state's development trajectory and promoting lasting peace and prosperity. The federal government has warned that 9 states and 15 communities across the northern region may experience heavy rainfall that could trigger flooding between August 25th and August 29, 2025. The alert was issued by the Federal Ministry of Environment, National Flood Early Warning Center, and signed by the Director of the Erosion, Flood and Coastal Zone Management Department, Usman Abdullah Bokani. According to the advisory, the states and the communities likely to be affected include Adamawa State, Bauchi State, Borno State, Gombe State, Jigawa State, Kano State, Katsina State, Sokoto State, and Zamfara State. The department also predicted possible flooding in 7 states and 25 locations across Nigeria. Families of hostages being held by Hamas are protesting across Israel a day after double Israeli strikes hit hospital in Gaza. At least 20 people, including 5 journalists, were reportedly killed in the strikes on Nasser Hospital in Khan Younis. The incident, which Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called a tragic mishap, has been met with condemnation from global leaders, aid agencies, and media freedom groups in Israel. Local police say that all roads have reopened to traffic after major routes were blocked by protesters. From the hostages and missing families forum, about 1,200 people were killed and 251 others taken to Gaza as hostages in Hamas' 7 October 2023 attack. 20 hostages held by the Hamas are still believed to be alive. And now sports. Nigerian star Rasheedat Ajibade has signed for Premier League One giants Paris Saint-Germain and Feminines in a move that will see her team up with compatriots Jennifer Echegini. PSG wrote in a statement announcing the arrival of the Nigerian striker Rasheedat Busayo Ajibade, who also has joined the club on a deal that runs until June 30th, 2027. Following her unveiling, an excited Ajibade described her move to France as a major step in her career. The former FC Robo Queens forward joins the club from Atletico Madrid Femenino of Spain, where she spent 4.5 seasons. Remember, you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world via our website. Join us at www.absradiotelevision.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel on ABS Radio Television. Follow us on our social media handles at ABS Radio Television and on Facebook at ABS Radio TV and on Instagram and X. Before we go, a look at the main point. Anambra Assembly has suspended lawmaker over unparliamentary conduct. The Anambra has been urged to re-elect Soludo to consolidate state achievements. Federal government has warned of imminent flooding in 9 northern states. And on the foreign scene we brought to you, protests have swept Israel after deadly strikes on Gaza hospitals. Security is here to stay in Anambra State. In the Anambra, remember, security is everyone's business, and for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra State, let us join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something. Report unscrupulous elements to the security operatives for better security of lives and property. Remember, the emergency numbers to call are 5111 and 0800220008. And that's the size of our package this morning. Many thanks for joining us. My name is Ajuluchukwu Okabwe, wishing you a blissful morning. Bye for now.